All right. So, hello. My name is Stephen Bundy, and today I'm a peer support specialist at the Department of Veterans Affairs here in Pueblo, Colorado. And today I'm interviewing William W.W.H. Williams, who is a Vietnam veteran who I've known for quite some time now. I'm interviewing William today at the PFC James Dunn VA Clinic in Pueblo, Colorado. WW, thanks for being here. I'm glad you're here.
Not a problem, my man.
I've known you for a little bit, and I know you got some stories. I've heard a few of your stories, so I thought it would be great for you to have this opportunity to share. Mm-hmm. So, Bill or WW, I've always called you Bill, but can you tell me about your childhood? Where were you born? Where were you raised?
I was born in Newport News, Virginia. I was raised in Newport News, Virginia. I had a very religious mother who made us go to church. Well, she didn't make us, but we went to church every Sunday and Thursday and Wednesday. But I had a basic good childhood, and we were raised that kind of strict. But after I got older, I realized she knew what she was doing. Of course, I didn't think so at the time. Mm. But I went to school at Newport News Elementary, Newsom Park Elementary. And I went to high school at George Washington Carver High School.
George Washington Carver High School.
That's right.
Okay.
And then I got drafted.
You got drafted. Okay.
And went to basic training at Fort Jackson, South Carolina. Took AIT at Aberdeen Proving Grounds, Maryland. And the first time I got on an airplane was flying from New Jersey to Germany.
New Jersey to Germany.
And I was in Germany for 3 years.
You took buses before then when you went to...
Yep. But...
What year were you drafted?
1965.
65. Okay.
My records don't reflect that, though.
But that's early in Vietnam.
Yeah.
It's early in Vietnam.
Yeah. Okay. I was matter of fact, when I went to basic, they asked me what I wanted to do, and I looked at them and said, "We both know you put me in infantry. Why are we playing together?" So I went through basic. I got out of basic. They stood everybody up and said, "When I call your name, you stand over here." They called my name, and all of us were standing there and said, "You guys are going to Aberdeen Proving Ground for wheel vehicle mechanic school." And I'm going, "What are you talking about? I don't know nothing about that." But I went to AIT at, like I said, at Aberdeen Proving Ground. And from there, I went to Germany.
Okay.
I was there for 3 years. Then came back to the States to Oklahoma for a year in the MPs. Then I got my orders the week after I got married.
To go to Vietnam?
To go to Vietnam.
Okay, so you got drafted and didn't go straight to Vietnam.
No.
You came in and went and did some stuff.
In Germany.
Okay.
No.
All right. And so what year was that you got the orders for Vietnam?
1970.
70. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I came back in 69. I got orders for Vietnam in 70. I left for Vietnam November the 3rd, 1970. The plane I was supposed to catch crashed at the end of the runway, so I had to catch another plane. Bad omen from Jump Street.
Dang.
But I went to Vietnam and did what I was supposed to do. What the military told me. My job was to keep the trucks running and make sure the people that worked under me made it back home.
Okay.
And that's what we did.
So that was your main jobs and responsibilities. When you were over there in Vietnam, is there any particular memory that you were fond of?
Fond of?
Yeah. Well, Germany.
Germany, a lot of fond memories
Oh,
in
tell me
Germany.
about Germany.
This is a family situation.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'll tell you. To tell you the truth, when I was in Germany, I was trying my best to be a man, or what I thought a man was supposed to be. I drank, I smoked, I chased women.
You weren't married yet.
No, I was a American man.
Mm-hmm. It's
I was
standard. It's standard. I mean,
that's standard,
that's Germany.
And I had a good time. I learned my trade. I did what I was supposed to do. I'm 85 in Germany. And I came home on leave to go to Oklahoma. And from Oklahoma, I went to Vietnam. I got married in Oklahoma a week before I got my orders. But so I went to Vietnam. I did my job. I did what I was supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
I took care of my people, and I didn't ask my people to do a thing that I wouldn't do.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't send my people anywhere that putting their lives in jeopardy unless I was standing right there with them. It's the way I was. That's the way I handled myself. When my people needed me, I was there for them.
Mm-hmm.
I had one incident where a young man was supposed to be going home the next day. He wasn't even supposed to be downtown.
Well, from where? Where at?
Vietnam.
In Vietnam.
In Vung Tau.
Vang Tao?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he decided he was going to go down and tell the Vietnamese people just what he thought about them and their country. And I was coming down the street, and his buddy runs out, told me what was going on. I went in, and he was telling the Vietnamese what he felt about them and their country. I got him out of there, and he left, and I turned to leave. I apologized, and I turned to leave, and I woke up in the dispensary. Did I say anything to anybody? No. He was going home. I decided it was best to let him go home. Just leave it alone.
You didn't say nothing about his incident.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So you got clocked?
Yeah. I was knocked out. And a couple of guys that came down from the bush, they were out in the jungles.
Mm-hmm.
And they were walking down, and they saw what was going on, and they actually saved my life.
Okay.
And got me to the dispensary. And that was that. But
I'm sure the Vietnamese people weren't too happy about
hearing
it.
Nobody would be happy to hear
Right.
what he was saying to these people.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in their country. They didn't invite him over there.
Yep.
They didn't send him over there.
Yep.
They just he was there, and he decided he wanted to somehow he feel. That was it.
But he made it home.
Oh yeah, he made it home. As far as I know, he made it home.
Okay.
Yeah. But
that's good looking out, brother.
That was my job, to look out for my people.
Yep.
Another incident, a young man was in love with this little girl, cute little girl. She was really cute. And this E6 decided he wanted her. I don't know why, except that she was very good looking. And she wouldn't be with him, so he started riding the little guy and just kept giving him a hard time. And I kept telling him, hey, man, you need to leave him alone. And he finally pushed him over the edge, and the guy was looking for him with a machete. was going to do him. And the guys came up and told me what was going on. I went down and I saw E6 coming across the street with M16. And I told him, hey, back up. That's one of my people. And he told me, he said, you can either move or I'll go through you. And being the dummy I can be sometimes, I said, that's the only way you go in there. And he backed up. I went in and brought him out. And he got court-martialed. But the guy that started the whole thing, nothing happened to him. And it ripped me up. I just couldn't deal with it.
What do you mean?
This guy rode him. I mean, every chance he got, he was in this kid's face.
Yeah.
And he finally pushed him over the edge, and nothing happened to him. The kid got court-martialed.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, when he was court-martialed, I was supposed to go to Long Bend. I couldn't go because I had to go to the court-martial. And the guy took my place. The guy took my place, died. And I blame myself for that. But I made it home. And I blamed a lot of it. If I'd just been a better leader, I don't know. I blame myself for so many things that happened. So
It's easy to do to ourselves, Bill. It is. It's easy to blame ourselves. I've been downrange. I've seen some stuff. You know, it's hard when you come home.
yeah.
But, you know, you're the man. You were out there. You stood up. And you know what? The thing about when it comes down to people getting killed downrange, it's indiscriminate. It's hard to
It's hard to deal with.
It's hard to deal with. You're right.
When you know you were the one that was supposed to be there. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys.
You're
Never
okay.
apologize. You're good.
You're all right. You want a tissue?
No, I'm good.
Okay. You want some water?
And then I came home, and my whole world was turned upside down.
Mm-hmm.
I got home. My wife had decided she had made a mistake and moved on. And I had to accept that. Didn't like it at all.
You didn't really have much of a chance at the relationship.
Yeah,
You left as soon as you got married.
Yeah. I went to Fort Carson, Colorado. And my world was completely messed up. Then I was supposed to go up for E6. My first sergeant and some other people decided they wanted somebody else to go up. So they got somebody to convince me to come to Pueblo, and they left me here. I got a ride back to post, and you got to know, I'm just coming back from Vietnam. So the guy said I could come back to post, but I'd have to drive. He didn't tell me he had bad brakes.
Mm.
So I got on post, got down, was coming down the hill, and it was a red light, and I hit the brake, and the car kept going. So I made a quick turn around the corner in case somebody was coming.
Mm-hmm.
Kept pumping the brakes until they finally caught. Pull up into the parking lot of the company area. MPs come up behind me. The MPs, one guy, he had not freckles, the moonlight acne.
Okay. Yep.
Bad acne.
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking at me, not to me, at me. And he said, put your hands on the hood. And I said, fine. And on the hood, you hurt me. And I said, okay. I was standing at the trunk. So I turned to go to the hood, and he was like, Ma Bell reached out and touched. So I thought I'd reach out and answer. Bad move. I was not in the frame of mind
Yep.
for somebody to put their hands on me.
Yep.
I mean, I'm just coming home. I don't went through stuff with my wife. And the Army's changed so much. I mean, you couldn't even raise your voice at one of these kids.
Yeah.
But he put his hands on me and I answered him. And I was arrested. And I got Article 15. I don't know why I got a battalion Article 15.
So field grade.
So they took my stripe. I couldn't go up for E6. They sent the two little guys that they wanted to go up for E6. And neither one of them made them. And I walked by told you I was a pain in the butt, right? I walked up to the first side and said, hey, your boys didn't make it, did they? And when they walked, I was a mess when I came home. I wanted to stay in the Army until I retired, but I sat down one day and realized that my attitude had changed. I was looking at life completely different than what I needed to be looking at it to stay in the Army. So I just got out, came home, and America hadn't changed. It was still the same place that it was when I left. Me serving didn't mean a thing. I was still black. And I couldn't accept somebody talking to me, like before, where you accepted this stuff because you just realized this is the way it was. I could not accept it anymore.
Yeah.
So, needless to say, it was hard for me to keep a job.
After service.
Yeah, because I wouldn't accept somebody talking down to me. Or we had one guy at the shipyard that used to walk around kicking people. And he did it one day, and I was looking, and he was laughing, and he looked at me. I said, hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't ever do that to me. Please, never do that to me. I am not the person you want to do that to. And he didn't listen. So I was looking for a job again.
There's a thing that I kind of have, like a saying that I've always kept in the back of my mind. You don't know the other person. You don't know what they know. And Bill, how tall are you?
I'm 5'9".
5'9", a huge monster of a person.
I was 5'1" when I went in the military.
That's what I'm saying. That's the part that I'm saying. That you're this
but I
tiny
still saw myself
but people never understood that it don't matter how big you are, how tall or short you are, you're forced to be reckoned with.
I was a nice guy. I resent that. No, I really didn't realize how much I had changed. My mother and my uncle told me that you need to go to the VA and have yourself checked out. And I did. And they told me, you're fine. Don't let it worry you. You'll get over it.
Oh.
I said, that was a waste of time. I could have told me that.
Yeah.
So after that, I really got in trouble because I didn't let people just do what they wanted to do. It's like you were saying before. I'm a lot bigger than I was when I graduated high school. I weighed 98 pounds. I was 5'1", maybe 5'1" and a half. I was a little guy.
Yep.
And even then, you could only push me but so far. But now I'm 5'9". I weigh 175 pounds. I've been trained by one of the best organizations in the world, and they didn't train me to hurt people, if you get my meaning.
Yep.
They didn't train me to hurt people. They trained me that no matter what happens, unless you are alive, you lost. And that's how it was. I had to go a long time just staying away from people. I won't go out in the street now because it's so stupid out there. And it ain't because I'm scared of them. I'm scared of what they can make me be again. I realized when I went to Vietnam, I wasn't the nice guy I thought I was.
Right.
I mean, I used to let people walk all over me. And I hear people say, man, the first time I picked up that weapon and had to use it, I hesitated. And I used to think, something's wrong with you, man. You ain't right, because I never hesitated.
Mm-hmm.
When that time came, I guess I was the little boy playing cowboys in India. I always thought it was something wrong with me.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can, and I mean, plenty of people out here talking, and everybody talk about this reluctant to defend themselves. And I went, you ain't right. You better be careful. And I try. But sometimes I think about some of the things I went through and it hurts.
Mm-hmm.
I think about some of the things that I've done and it hurts. And I still don't realize how in the world could you do something like that? Some of it I try to make a joke out of.
Yep.
And people don't like me because I'm always joking. I'm always trying to make light of things. And they don't understand it. And they don't realize that's the only way I can make it through the day. But
You helped me with that. There was a time that you and I were meeting and talking, and you told me, because of my situation I was going through, that I needed to start being a little more lighthearted with things, and that might be helpful. And you're right, it has been. It's a way for me to not get so caught up in the head, and I don't know, not take stuff so
society
serious.
wants to drag you down.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why, so don't ask me. I'm not a doctor and I'm not real good at stuff. But it's like one time that I told you. When you apologize to people, you ain't helping them.
Yeah.
You're helping you.
Yep.
Because you bringing yourself back to being who you are.
Yep.
And they trying to make you be somebody else.
Yep.
And you got to be you no matter what. You've got to be you. And I try that all the time. And like right now, my sister who lives in Virginia, my neighbor who lives across the street, and everybody I know, you need to get out that house. Yeah, okay. I don't trust me. It's sad, but I don't trust me.
Mm-hmm.
And it hurts. And we did have a group that we used to could go to and talk it out between the guys and everything, but powers that be that know more than we do took that from us. But that's another story. But I'm just trying to live day by day, and I'm trying to get myself back together where I can do things again. Right now, all I do is stay out in my little wood shed and put this together, put that together, and throw it away.
So that's your hobby, getting out there and doing stuff. So I came
Well,
out to your place the other day, and you was out there messing with the table saw the whole time.
I got it done. I used to go to Springs to the ark and stuff like that,
Okay.
and look for little kids' toys, the wooden toys and stuff.
Mhm.
And if they're the broken ones, and bring them home, fix them, sand them, fix them up, and give them away.
How cool.
I just enjoyed just doing something. It gave me something to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I did my neighbor's deck. Then she got mad because I wouldn't let her pay me. But it was fun. I was doing something with my hands. And it's something I'd never done before.
Mm-hmm.
So I took it apart. But as I took it apart, I wrote down what I was doing. So when I finished it, I just turned it backwards.
Reverse.
Put it back together.
Just reverse it.
Came out good. So, but I try to stay busy. And that's about it. I keep saying I need to get out here and find me somebody, but I don't want to go out there. You're crazy. I might find somebody that's going to hurt me again. I don't think I ever got over my wife. I really don't.
Sure.
Because for years, I drank like a fish. And one day I just went, I can't do this no more. And I told everybody, enjoy this because you'll never see me like this again. And they laughed and they never saw me like that again.
Good.
But
good job.
I got to be boring you people by now.
Nah. So a couple questions. So going back to your time in service, was there any special awards or citations that you earned while you were in?
I wasn't really into rewards and awards and stuff.
Okay.
It's like when I got hurt and things, when I got home, people said, well, you were supposed to put yourself in for a Purple Heart.
Purple Heart.
This. And I go, no, that ain't my job. That's my commander's job,
Right.
or whoever I work for. That's their job.
Mm-hmm.
I said, no, you don't put yourself in for medals. And I used to hear people say, I did it all the time.
Really?
What?
Wow.
I guess that's why I don't have a Purple Heart.
People can get out there and just get that signature. Oh, yep.
No. I always felt if you got something like that, any kind of medal you got in the military, it's because whoever you working for or the company commander put you in for it.
Mm-hmm.
Not you putting yourself in for it. No. Because I've heard it. I've seen people who got Purple Hearts, and one guy told me he got a Purple Heart because he skinned his knuckles tightening a bolt. What?
Tightening a bolt
Tightening a bolt.
and skinned his knuckles and got a Purple Heart.
Yeah.
Was there motors coming in?
He was at home.
Oh, no. Nah. Okay.
Well, not home, but he was up on
the base camp.
Yeah.
All right.
No, it's. I love the Army. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I enjoyed being in the Army. It made me feel like I was somebody respectable. But once things started going the way it did, I went, I don't belong here no more.
Yeah.
And I sometimes wonder, where do I belong? Till I come to the VA. Yeah.
And you had a good group here.
Yeah. Well, when I first get here, I got the girls out front. They all know me. They all call me WW. And if they don't call me WW, Paula will let them know. No, that's WW. And downstairs, well, everybody in the building know me by that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody knows you.
Yeah. I try to be as lighthearted as I can and respect the girls, and yeah, except for you, baby girl.
Bill, we're doing an interview.
Oh. But like she said earlier, we've been knowing each other since before
Yep.
we moved into this
Yep,
building.
I've already known Selene 10 years.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
yeah, I knew her in the other building when we
Yeah.
went to Angel Fire together.
Oh,
In
when
New
you guys
Mexico.
when you did those trips?
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Sweet.
she was telling me today that all the girls that went were standing behind us. We had this vehicle, and we never had a vehicle where the spare tire drops down from the center console.
What? See?
Underneath. It's underneath the van.
But you
You
have
got-
to crank it from the center console to get
Yeah.
it down?
And we were walking around the truck looking all up under it.
They thrown in trying to figure out how to change the tire. It was hilarious. I needed a video.
And the bad part about it, they were back there laughing at us. We were going through the motions laughing at us. And finally, somebody found the little book that goes with the vehicle.
Yeah.
One of the women.
We read and went, the center console, what the hell is that? And we pulled, it just lifted off. And we looked, and there it was. You just, oh yeah, we stupid.
Dang.
It was so funny.
Dang.
We were all laughing.
It
All
was
parties were
crazy.
laughing.
But that's what VA used to have us doing things.
Yeah.
Getting the guys out of the same routine and
Yep.
doing things to show them there's more out there than just your living room and the bedroom.
Yep.
But it was so funny. You had to be there to really appreciate it. You had to be there.
I believe you, but just hearing it, I mean, I could almost feel like I'm there.
It was 9 of us.
We should have had a
9 of
video.
us.
2 vans
I'm
full
sure.
of veterans and 3 women.
It was 9 of us. We looked under the back. We even looked under the front.
And this is coming
And
off of
everybody-
Levita Pass.
Look,
Oh.
Off of Levita Pass.
Oh, no.
and we sitting there, all 9 of us going, now I know it's got to have a spare. Maybe it's under the back seat. We went trying to turn the back seat off.
One would look under, then the next one would come and look under, then the next one would come.
Hold on, you're not looking good enough.
We just knew it had to be there. We
Get
And
her
I-
back on track.
in our mind, we knew it had to be there.
It was
It
there.
wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was in the middle of the damn thing. Back to
Man.
business.
All right. So a couple of questions. What do you wish more people, the civilians out there, knew about the military service and being a veteran?
Well, the one thing people don't understand, they watch television and they think that's what it's all about. It's not. Being a veteran, especially a veteran that's actually been in combat, is about loving your country enough that you're willing to put your life on the line for it. Not that they damn care, but you love a country so much that you put that uniform on and you're willing to do whatever it takes for that country. And that's what we did. It wasn't about us. It wasn't about Joe Blow across the street. It was about the United States of America.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing I've never been able to understand is to see people who fight for this country come back home and get right back into the hate that's so present in this country. It's like I gotta hate people to be with these people. And it's sad. It's sad. But it's things you can't explain, and I don't want to even try. I don't hate anybody. Yeah, I hate me sometimes. That don't count. But I have learned because of the military, that you can't judge a person by the color of their skin.
I agree.
The military taught me that.
Yep.
The military taught me that just because a man is white and from Arkansas, don't make him evil. Because I met some good people. Matter of fact, one of my best friends in Germany, he told me, it was so funny. He told me, he said, I got to tell you this so there won't be no mistakes. And I said, what? He said, I come from a racist family and we all are racist. I said, you know, bro, let me tell you something. We all got our crosses to bear. That's yours, not mine. He said,
Yep.
and we're the best of friends.
Yep.
We got a lot. He was going home. He said, hey, Bill, if you ever, I think it was Mississippi or something. You ever in Mississippi, stop by and see me. I said, are you crazy? He said, oh, yeah. I'll stop by. I can take care of you. I'll tell them you're Puerto Rican. They stupid. They'll believe me. No, but I had some good friends, black, white, Hispanics, Oriental, you name it. It's good people. I don't care where you look. It's good people in this world. And don't let the bad ones turn you against the rest of them.
Good job.
I talk too much, don't I?
Nah. So, WW, is there anything else you want to cover to throw out there that we didn't bring up in the interview? Anything?
I would love to have our groups back. That did a lot for a lot of people. And I'm sorry you people can't see it and can't put a number on it, but it helped us.
Yeah.
Not that it's going to do a whole lot of good. Anyway, that's about it. But I enjoy coming up here because most of the people here are my friends.
Yeah. Or family. WW, I love you, brother. You're my
Yeah.
family.
Don't be telling everybody. I got a reputation I got.
Okay, good.
I'm like, I wouldn't disclose that.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I love you too, brother.
Well,
Oh,
we'll call it at that. Interview's wrapped up. So
yeah. Y'all got me up here crying like a little baby.
That's
Y'all
what I
be ashamed
wanted.
of yourself.
That's what I wanted.
You know what? Cheers are healthy.
You
50
need to
years
talk to
later,
her.
cheers
She's
are
right.
healthy.
You ain't
She's
helping me out
right.
here.
Man, I cry all the time now, dude.
I'm
Have
gonna
noticed
tell
when
you
we
the
get older,
truth.
we do cry more.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. It hurt me when it happened. When my mother passed, I could not cry.
Oh.
I lost all my empathy and
How long ago was that?
that was years ago.
When you first got back?
And when it's been about 15, 20 years.
Okay.
And when my first dog passed away, I really realized what it is to be emotional about something. I'd never had emotions before that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I had it before that, but after I got home,
You weren't allowed to.
it wasn't there.
Yeah, you weren't allowed to.
Mm-hmm.
It just was not there. And then my little Samantha passed away, and I said, oh my God, what am I going to do now? And it was my dog.
Dogs are special.
Very.
Dogs have
Yeah.
a very special connection with us.
Yeah, she was something special.
And now you have who? Which dog?
Cricket.
Cricket.
When I got Cricket, Cricket was abused,
Hmm.
and she wouldn't even get close to me.
When
Now I can't get, if I leave the room,
You're in trouble.
she right there with me. Where you go?
So when I came to see you, there was two dogs. So the one is that the
white
lady
one-
across the street?
The white one is the lady across the street.
Okay.
Now they told me Cricket could not get along with another dog. When these two met, they were like that. Now, if they don't see each other for a whole day, she's in trouble. And Cricket walking around looking at me like,
What's your
What's
problem?
what's your
going on?
problem, bro?
Yeah.
you know, you need to go get my buddy, cause
You got one job to do, Daddy. Get on it.
and now she's up on me all the time. I just make me feel so good that
Yeah.
she's left that hurt behind her.
Only because you've allowed her to.
Yeah.
You did that.
No, I gave her the opportunity and she took it. Yep. Okay, guys.
Thank you for being here. So
Thank you.
Awesome.
we'll get this edited. It'll probably be edited and done before the weekend.
Mhm.
It's gonna get uploaded to YouTube. I know that probably don't mean much to you, but
You know,
it's gonna be on YouTube.
I don't really get on the computer like some of you young people do.
I'm getting on it.
he's calling us
We're
young.
talking 3 different generations here. 1, 2,
He just called us
3.
young.
It's called, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't say you were cute.
I don't need you to say it.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Yep.